Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the old guy Jack here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's pleasantly cool out here. The sun is shining, as you can hopefully see. Beautiful day. Look at that sky. Isn't it great? My poor old shed here. I got a new tarp for it down there, that orange thing. I took the little Pinto, which I had running, but it wasn't running right, and the only way you can tune those things is to change the jets, or de-jet, period. So I brought my little AT3 up here, get it ready for winter, which is coming pretty soon. Get an oil change, drain the tank, make sure the carburetor's empty and all that stuff. And whatever else I need to do. It's a good little bike. I can putt around the farm on it here. And what else am I doing? Well, when I bought this lift, the guy had sprayed it with that truck bed coating. And, well, I never liked it. You couldn't clean it. I mean, you could blow stuff off, but you couldn't clean it really. And I see other people out there and I look at their nice clean lifts, and so I decided to strip that stuff off. And let me tell you, that stuff is tough. So if you got a truck bed, go ahead and spray that in there. That'll help. But I want a nice, shiny, clean lift. So I'm going to work at it. I used some kind of, oh, here it is, premium paint remover. Paint and epoxy remover. Strips multiple layers. Well, it don't strip this stuff. The only way to get it off is that big wire brush you see down there. And I've been going through batteries on that real quick. I have a corded one, but it doesn't work. The switch is broke, I think. So we'll work on that too. So anyway, today I'm going to change the oil and empty the gas tank, spray some fogging oil in the gas tank, top off the oil tank. What else am I going to do to it? Not much. And put a nice cover on it and put it away for the winter. All right, since the lift is kind of in limbo here, we're going to have to get down on the floor. Of course, that's not too hard. I can get down real easy. It's getting back up that's a pain in the, you know what. So here we go. I'm pretty sure this is a 17 down here. Yep. And it looks like it wasn't real tight. And that may be why there's oil all over down here, isn't it? Oh. And we're leaking oil from the oil pump as well. show you that in just a minute. That's where the oil is coming from. So we're going to have to look at that. That oil is perfectly clean. There was no need to change that. But we'll let it out. Since the plug is kind of over on this side, I think maybe it would be best if we leaned it a little bit. Oh, well. I saw a thing on YouTube the other day. It was an advertisement of some kind. It said, how to get back up without getting on your knees first. That's a joke. All right. Let me get some paper towels to wipe my hand off here before I grab the hand grip. All right, we'll just leave that lay over like that for a little while. Alright, that should take care of that. Why am I getting oil all over my seat? I got some leather and vinyl cleaner somewhere. Okay. Put that plug back in and show you how I know that the oil pump is leaking somehow. Right there. You see that? That's two-stroke oil. And it's leaking down out of the here and dripping off the bottom. Whew. So I got to open up this thing and see what I can find in there. All right. The washer on there is in good shape. Put that back up in there. Okay. There. Good and tight. All right. So we're going to need a number 5 Allen. And get this out of the way. I don't see any little, oh, there's a couple little sparkles in there. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of oil coming out of there. There's no clamp on this hose, so that could be it. I don't know what else it would be other than maybe a seal. This lead screw is not loose. There is oil up around. Oh. Well, here it is. There was a lot of oil in here. I can't tell for sure, but there's some up around here, and there's no clamp on this hose. I don't know how old that hose is. No, it's nice and flexible yet. So I think I'm going to pull this off and see if maybe that's where my oil leak is, and I got to get a clamp on it. But first, I'm going to spray this off with some brake clean. Put this under here. Well, I think it's a very, very slow leak, wherever it is. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Well, I don't know for sure. This is a pretty slow leak, if it is a leak at all. But right around the bottom down here, it seems to be collecting just a little bit of oil right down there. So I'm going to assume that if I put a clamp on that hose, that might stop it. What do you think? First thing I'll do is just clamp this off. And then I'll get my box of, well, wherever they are, hose clamps, and see if I have one the proper size. What do you think? Indecision. Alright, hose clamp. Alright, in a drawer labeled special squeeze tools, we have one of these. Let's see if that'll close it off. What do you think? So we'll close it right here. And we'll hope that does it. And then we'll pull this hose off. But first we want to find the clamp. It's over here in this drawer. Yep, I put it away. That's freaking amazing. Now, let's get my other special squeeze tool. I think that's just right. Let's see. All right. That's good and tight. We now have a clamp on it, and it's tight. So if that's where the leak was, then we should have it controlled. And there is stain all the way down here. So I think we got a good shot at that being the problem. Okay, let's put that back together and assume it's fixed. We'll find out in the spring. Oh, shoot. Yep, let's just wipe it off. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be I think there is supposed to be a gasket on this. Isn't there? Let me go find out. Because if there is, I probably have one someplace. Let me go see. This needs to be, the paint I put on it's coming off. I could take that off and scrub it down and repaint it. What else do I need to do? I don't think there's any leaking up here, is there? Well, maybe a little bit. So we need a new taillight lens, or a pair of them if we don't have an orange one. Front turn signals are off of a late model, 74 or later. The back ones are correct for this year, 73. We're going to leave that open for a while, just to see if we see anything. We need how much oil? 750 milliliters. Or cc's. So let me do some research, find out if there's supposed to be a gasket on that. I think there is. And I'll be back. I looked in the parts list, and there is no gasket on the cover for the oil pump. So I guess we're good there. I do have another amber lens. These should be red. decide to sell this bike, which is, I probably won't until I'm dead. We did have the Amber, and hopefully it's going to fit, because I think this taillight assembly might be aftermarket. And this lens is not. Okay. I got 2 brand new screws. If I can just figure out how to get them in there. And where are the straight up and straight down? That's not going to work. What I didn't have is there's a gasket that goes around here. But I'm pretty selective with my riding on this bike, so I don't think I'm going to need it. So there we go. The brand new lens with 2 brand new screws, which are part number 1838333-71, and the part number for the lens is 183-83312-70. They should be 7 ones, which would be red, I believe. What's next? I think we'll check the oil tank. So, to get the exhaust off, first thing we got to do is take this bolt out, which is, I forget, a 13 or a 14. Probably 13 on Yamaha. Let me put these tools away. Alright. Let's get this thing . There's a bolt underneath the seat there that goes through the frame and into a captive nut on the muffler itself, and that's what I'm taking out right now. front end is held in with springs. I only see one spring. There must be two. Is there? Nope, there's just one. All right. Back doesn't look too bad. It's the front. All right, so we got that over there. Next is we take the heat shield off. Well, folks, at this point in time, I spent about 30 minutes or more wire brushing and sanding and getting that exhaust kind of cleaned up, get some of the rust off of it. And then I took it outside and spray painted it with a couple of coats of it's duplicolor engine enamel, I think. Semi-gloss, they call it. It looks pretty glossy to me. But anyway, we got all that done, and here's a picture of it. And I'll get back on it tomorrow and reinstall it, and we'll be about ready to put this girl to bed for the winter. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. It don't make much difference. I don't make any money off these things, so I just do it for the fun of it. Keeps me out of the bars, you know. I wouldn't go in a bar anyway. Can't afford them. So we'll see you on the next one. This is the exhaust pipe that was kind of rusty, and I just went over it with a wire brush, and this is the paint that I used. Good to 500 degrees. And so it's going to look pretty on there, I think. What else would do? All right. So I put the tail light on. I had both the tail light lens and the screws, which were both missing, but it doesn't exactly match the one on the right. And they should be red in the back anyway. But they're not. And I don't really ride this on the highway very much anyway. So what else do we need a video of? We did flush the tank. We sprayed some fogging oil in it. I think I've got a video of that, maybe. I'll put a charge on the battery, but the battery is up yet. That works. I don't know if the turn signals work or not. Yep. Oh, wow. Everything works. Headlight? I don't think so. I think you may... Yep. Yep, headlight works. High beam works. Indicator works. So she'll be all ready for next year. I do have to, there's a packing in this. If you can't see it, it's probably too dark, but I'm not going to get a light out. So that's it for now.